Good morning, everybody. If you're a veteran and you served this country and fought hard, happy Memorial Day. Today is Monday, May 31st, 2021, and it is Monday morning, Memorial Day. This is a day for all the veterans who lost their lives and served in the various wars that this country has fought. People like my dad, your brother, your uncle, your grandpa, somebody who served. Make sure you give them a hug and thank them for what they've done for this country. And without that, we don't have the freedom that we have now. So anyway, what do I have for you guys today? Well, we have NHL playoff action. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about as far as hockey goes. That was a bad night for me, very bad. We got some basketball to chat up too. Um, got some baseball scores, a couple games to postpone. We got Major League Soccer for you guys, NCAA baseball, um, WNBA, Major League Soccer. If I didn't already say that, who knows? Um, but without further ado, let's get into episode 68. Where am I right now? Well, most of you who live in this beautiful gosh darn city know that I'm in Square, downtown Springfield, adjacent from the Mass Mutual Center. I don't know if that's even its name anymore because MGM bought it. And shit, no comment on that because we still want to make a deal with them in the future. So, anyway, let's get into all that we have for episode 68. Well, looks like we're talking NBA playoffs. So Hawks 113, Knicks 96. I told assistant coach for the Central Golden Eagles boys basketball team, uh, Coach Paul Chamora, who's a diehard Knicks fan, and I saw how happy he was when he realized that the Knicks were going to the playoffs. I was happy for him. Like, gosh darn, I don't think the Knicks have ever gone to the playoffs the whole time I've been alive. And for what's happening now to happen, gosh, coach, I feel bad for you. Um, you know, I mean, I can attest to it. My team lost last night too, so but we'll get into that later on. Um, yeah, so the Atlanta Hawks defense showed up, and they just did pretty much what happened last week. Or last week, last game. All right, we know that the entire game is going through Julius Randle, so how hard is it? Let's force them to let's force them to kick it out to somebody else. And even so, RJ Barrett scored all of 13 points, something like that. Um, so it goes to show you that um, yeah, I see why guys want to go on these super teams and stuff like that, but it goes to show you honestly um, what happens when there's one star, or when the main guy is locked down, so to speak. Um, I think also on the east side, the side of the playoff, I think that's going to eventually happen to Giannis and the Bucks. I really don't see them coming out in the East, and I think Brooklyn's going to end their little playoff dream thing that they got going on. And anyway, wow, dog trainer being a little too vocal. It's just about. Anyway, we moving on to my Lakers losing by 8, Phoenix 100, Los Angeles Lakers 92. LeBron balled out. 25 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. Um, it's just there's just no help. Andre Drummond is the rebound king. Um, he went to work on the boards. But yeah, other than that, um, Kyle Kuzma came off the bench and had 11. Um, Marcus Gasol came off the bench. We have like 14 or 13, something like that. So not much help. The bench did its thing, I guess, but um, it was just hard to stop a team like the Suns, who were shooting the way they were yesterday, and it wasn't just one guy. It was Chris Paul. It was Devin Booker. It was Jameson Crowder. They were all, even though Crowder kind of fouled LeBron Harden early. I didn't like that. Come on, Crowder. You need to step it up. And just the Suns played a better game. And, what can you say? Your report sports can't be biased. My guys lost. And that's what happens. The King will get us back. We'll be ready for Game 5. That'll be in a couple days. Another game that made me happy but didn't matter because my parlay was Brooklyn Nets beat the Boston Celtics 141-126. There's a guy on Twitter who follows me. This guy's a conservative guy, narrow thinker. He's not really deep in the mind. One of those that's on the bandwagon or hashtag, whatever it is, about trading Jason Tatum. Why? Why would Jason Tatum get traded? He dropped 40 with 7 rebounds, 5 assists, but he's a bum. Why would any Celtics fan want him to get traded? It's completely beyond me. You guys are definitely on some drugs because Jason Tatum's a star, and if you don't appreciate him, he'll go elsewhere. And so will Kemba Walker eventually too. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that Boston game. And finally, the nightcap, the Clippers, 106. Dallas Mavs, 81. Doncic was quiet. Porzingis had an okay night. But who stole the show was Kawhi Leonard and PG. Kawhi Leonard with 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. And Paul George is really starting to look like playoff George now, like he called himself a couple years ago. But you got to be honest, that was funny. Playoff George, and you shoot like 21% from the 3. He had 10 points one game, averaged 5 in 2 years. So playoff George, I don't know where the name where you thought that was relevant before, but I guess now you're kind of showing up, and there's nothing anybody really can do. All the Paul George haters got to go. Moving on to the NHL, Tampa Bay 2, Carolina 1. Tampa Bay leads the series 1-0. And a game that really, I'll be honest with you, really drained me, really hurt my pocket, was the Colorado Avalanche and the Vegas Golden Knights. Colorado Avalanche scored 7. Vegas Golden Knights had 1. They're my second favorite team in the NHL. I had no real problem going with Vegas and the over. It's just feels weird getting up on a Monday morning knowing you got smoked like that the night before. I don't know. I hope Vegas gets it together. They're one of the best goalies in the NHL right now, so maybe something like that will translate. Moving on to Major League Soccer, Philly 3, Toronto Zip, and Seattle, and whoever the heck ATX is ended up in a tie. In the WNBA, in overtime, Minnesota beats Connecticut 79-74. Las Vegas 101, Indiana 78, and Los Angeles Sparks beat Chicago 82-79. Again, I cannot say enough how much I love the WNBA and how close and competitive the games are. Particularly last night when I watched Connecticut lose, it's it's just close competitive basketball. I love it. And it's obviously it's offensive. It's a lot of shots going up, this, that, and third. It's really some good basketball to watch. You wouldn't regret it, to say the least. Anyway, so there is the WNBA. I know you guys are sitting there watching these reports and listening to scores and the reviews and stuff like that. Like, god damn, when is football coming back? I know, y'all. I know. Look at it this way. I'm a summer baby. I'm born July 25th, 1988. So usually when my birthday rolls around, that's a signal for me that training camps are over and the preseason's a week away. This year, there are only 3 preseason games, and I believe they're starting a week early. I don't know. I might be wrong on that. I'll look into the schedule, and actually maybe I could do a schedule review show. I know ESPN's already done it, but you guys will probably get it better coming from me, right? Yeah. Yeah. In the MLB, Colorado 4, Pittsburgh 3, Milwaukee 3, Washington nothing. Miami in the Boston game was postponed. That was another one that kind of I needed to happen and needed Boston to win. But you live to see another day today, huh? Detroit 6, Yankees 2, Tampa Bay 6, Philly 2. In 7 innings, Toronto beats Cleveland 4-1. Chicago White Sox beat Baltimore 3-1, while Kansas City beats Minnesota by a score of 6-3. Gotta love Sunday, lots of baseball action. Houston 7, San Diego 4, Cincy 5, Chicago Cubs 1. And that was in 7 innings, by the way. Los Angeles Angels beat the Oakland Athletics 4-2. San Francisco 5, Dodgers 4. Arizona Diamondbacks beat St. Louis 9-2. Seattle 4, Texas 2, and finally, the Atlanta Braves and New York Mets game was unfortunately postponed. A lot of rain in the Northeast the last couple of days. I'm quite honestly surprised that it's not raining now, though it looks like it's going to very soon. Moving on to NCAA softball, JMU beats Missouri 7-2. Oklahoma State over Texas 2-0. NCAA baseball, Arkansas 7, Tennessee 2, CSF 2, UCI 4, or 12-4. I'm sorry. Old Dominion beats whoever LT is 7-5 in 10 innings. Georgia Southern beats Southern Alabama 4-0. Whoever SEMO is beats MUR 10-1. Sorry guys, please. I'm sorry for butchering all this shit. DAB beats ISA in 11 innings, 12-8. Texas Christian University over Oklahoma State 10-7. And New Jersey Institute for Tech, I believe, over STBK. That game was canceled because of rain. Connecticut over Xavier 10-6. And Central Connecticut State University over Bryant 5-2. And that looks like stretch. Looks like it wraps up episode 68 of 4-3 Sports Talk. I am Rahiem Eskeli. Thank you for your continued support watching the show. I love it. And I got something for you guys. For all you guys who are fans who are continuously liking and watching the show, trust me, you guys are going to be all set whenever we make it. So just keep that in mind, everybody. I wish you all a happy Memorial Day. Love you all and wish you all nothing but wealth, good health, and success. So get out there on the grill even though it's raining. Don't be a pussy, and enjoy the day.